What's up, everybody? I'm Duke James. Everybody knows what this is. Okay, so this is now after Brazil has been released. So this is a different fork in the timeline, which means all gloves are off. I can pretty much go anywhere then in the world. So I'm gonna treat this episode as a where have we been, what have we done, where are we going, set some goals for the future of the campaign. But I do want to continue this campaign. I think it's going pretty good, and we can get to China now and then conquer some more of this area and then start pulling some of that delicious China trade over. We can make a lot more money than we're making right now, 50 ducats. We get that higher. We have 2,439 development. 1483 of that is rural, 731 urban, and 225 upper class development. So that is good for second total development in the world. That is, and then including the our subjects, we have 2699 development, 260 half of our subjects. So that is, we have 2700, they have 1700. That's more than 1,000, well, a little bit less than 1,000 development higher than the next rank power, which is France. So it's a lot of development. Song has 10,600, so I'm thinking that's going to be my goal for development. I'm going to try to get to 10,000 development, which I'm thinking we should be able to do. Because I assume that half of subjects development also includes your colonial nations, so I only have 2 colonial nations right now, and we can start getting more. So I think my immediate goals will be to... There's a couple provinces over here that I haven't gotten yet, like Zanzibar, and then I have Abu Dhabi, so I'm close enough to get to Kashim, which will give me a good position in Arabia. Then I have 1 province over here, so a lot of it's going to be taking provinces from nodes, taking provinces in nodes that I don't have, and then just snaking my way to China. So that'll probably be my immediate goal, start going over here, conquering Mexico, and then conquering this area over here as well. That's 2 things that I can do that I haven't done yet, that I was holding off until after the fork in the campaign. But looking at our country, in terms of income, yeah, we make the 2nd highest income in the game. Song makes 901 ducats, which makes sense because all of their provinces are together and they have those rivers, so they can really make a lot of money, and they have a lot of people as well. So 721 ducats comes from taxation. They make more in trade than we make total. They make 174 ducats in trade. They have 257 ducats sitting in their treasury. Manpower is 465. Their Miltech is also 25, which is 1 behind us, so if I try to fight them, that's probably not going to go well, so hopefully they can start falling behind on techs. They don't have commercialization or casual literacy, but because they have meritocracy, they've managed to stay pretty much on par with all of their techs, actually. I think they're ahead of time on admin tech. I guess the good news is, versus other campaigns, is they shouldn't have access to infinite mercs, so if I can get some stack wipes, that should eliminate those, so that'll be a little bit easier in that regard. But then you have to get those stack wipes, and they still have 427,000 people. And actually, I think fighting China is pretty much not gonna happen in this campaign because of the manpower that they gain. So you can wipe out all of their manpower, they're just gonna get that immediately back. So probably not gonna fight them, or if I do, just quick wars. Looking at our provinces, actually, let's here's the religion map mode. I think most of my provinces are converted. There's some provinces outside, like over here and outside of Europe, that are not converted. For the most part, most of our provinces are converted, and then a couple of provinces that I conquered up here recently that I haven't been able to convert yet, so that's that. In terms of culture, no culture changed. There's a little bit of culture conversion in some North African provinces, like Angier has 59% culture conversion, and I think this province also has some, 50% culture conversion. But then these provinces over here have no culture conversion because I accepted their culture in order to convert them a while ago, so there's really not going to be much culture conversion. Especially since they're overseas, which is very slow. Very slow to happen. In terms of provinces, capital Lisbon. Look at some provinces. Capital Lisbon has close to 500,000 people, 335,000 peasants, 145,000 residents. Which actually seems low, but then again it is 1550, so that should continue to snowball in Lisbon and build that up. Lisbon also has the largest city on the subcontinent, dominant center of trade, major center of learning, major center of production. Has a 20% local trade power for the rest of the campaign. Rank 4 amenities, rank 5 irrigation, I think like rank 6 harborage over here. This is definitely messed up. They need to, I think that'll get work done. I believe so. There's actually a development map mode. Let's look at that. So Lisbon is far and away the most developed province in our country, I believe. The only one that comes close to it is Denkira at 74 development. This province has 900,000 peasantry, growing at about 11,000 per year, so that is definitely going to snowball and continue to grow, unless there's a plague in that province or something that devastates it. Close to 30,000 residents. And then some nobles, burghers, and clergy. The province has gold, important center of production, largest regional city, important center of trade. Rank 2 amenities, rank 3 irrigation. A garrison is being built for some reason. I think irrigation rank 4 would cost thousands, 2,000 ducats. That's actually not that bad. That's something to build in the future. Because it does produce 377 units of crops, so irrigation in that province would help. And then I have regional capitals. I look at those. I call them regional capitals, they're more like node capitals. One of them is Ceuta. This province has only 28 development, 58, close to 58,000 residents, 31,000 peasants, a little bit of nobles, burghers, clergy. This has the largest city on the subcontinent modifier, important center of learning, important center of production. Looks like it actually took that from Fez. That's where a lot of my investment's going. Go ahead and build irrigation in this province. Rank 2 irrigation. There's not a whole lot of farmlands, but you might as well build that in those smaller city provinces. 35 farmlands. Practically nothing there. That is a regional, or a node capital that I'm going to build in. Just trying to build up one province to make that the dominant province in the node where the burghers can migrate to. This node has a couple, like 4 or 5 provinces actually. Marrakesh, Fez, Tlemcen, Tangiers, and Ceuta all have around the same development. Marrakesh has 70,000 peasantry, a little bit of nomads, 34,000 residents. Amenities rank 2. No irrigation. That's a good province to build irrigation in. And then a minor center of trade. No, important center of trade, minor center of production. Fez. Fez is the province that was looted like 7 times at the start of the campaign. Actually has close to 56,000 residents, dying by 416. Looks like I'm building amenities and irrigation, so that'll help out with that. And then I'm building a capital as well here, because it's inland, so hopefully that can disseminate CE around it to reduce that. And then 75,000 peasants living here. Important center of learning and production, minor center of trade. Tlemcen actually has the largest regional city, important center of production, minor center of trade. Largest regional city modifier actually only gives local material cost for projects, -5%. I think some visible on trade map mode, some yearly prestige and local institution spread. So I don't think getting regional cities, I don't think is as important as before. I can't remember what the modifiers were, but I just know they were better than this stuff, so I don't really worry about that too much, which is why I focus on the entire node to build one province in. And not really focusing on regions. Important center of production, minor center of trade, important center of learning. $58,000 people living there. Argyll is the Barbary Coast province that I'm building in. 27 development, about 14,000 residents only. Growing by 16 residents per year. Wait, no, 142 residents per year. Not that much. Minor center of production, minor center of trade. So this province does have a good, or it's a major center of trade. It does have a good center of trade going on. Decent commerce. Apparently it's making -564, -738 ducats of commerce. That is definitely one reason why I'm not taking commerce property in this campaign, because I do not want that -738 ducats. Although we do have 0.23 of the property that we're paying less than 1 ducat. Yeah, the burghers can go ahead and pay that money, because I do not want any share of that right there. The next year it'll probably be like 1,000 ducats of profit, but I'll hold off taking that. And then amenities rank 2, irrigation rank 1, harbor rank 1 there. And then Gori is the Senegambia province that I'll build up. Amenities rank 2, harbor rank 2. About 11,000 residents living here. And then an important center of trade. I believe this is the province that I was building up over here. Forte de Santo. This province has an important center of trade and 12,000, close to 13,000 residents. These provinces started off very low, so it's going to take them some time to really get going. Sao Paulo de Luanda is the one in the Congo node. It has amenities rank 2, and I believe a harbor rank 1. Minor center of production, important center of trade. 12,000 residents. Maputo is the one in South Africa. Although I'll probably invest in Maputo and Cabo, because Cabo has the better of the harbor effects, but I think Maputo, I've had it longer, and it has gold, which is nice, and it's located over here. It's closer to the areas that I'm investing in for ivory. Province has 10,000 residents. It is the largest regional city, important center of production, important center of trade, a little bit of gold. 60 gold size. Actually, max is 192, so that'll be split between gold and sea salt, but Go ahead and throw some ducats into it. So that's that. I'm gonna build up Antacarania as the province in the Zanj node because this is one of the best harbors in the game. Harborage effect is major, and then location effect is important. But I haven't done much yet. I'm still trying to build amenities. So building a city from nothing into like a 1 million pop province is very difficult. It's definitely a curve. So you start out really small, and then you're small for like 50 years, and then you start taking off. So this province has 0 natural change of residents. It has 174 residents, and people are migrating in order to build the amenities. So really all I can do is just wait for people to get there, because investing isn't really going to do much because there's very little people in the province, so they're not really going to grow by natural change, and there's only a certain amount of people that can migrate into the province, so this is going to be a very long battle building up this province. So probably build that up and then conquer Zanzibar and build that up as well, because this already has 30,000 residents living in it. And then I have a permanent claim on that province, so that'll be cheaper to take. And then I'm going to build up Calicut as the Tonkin province. So this one has amenities rank 2, irrigation rank 2, harborage rank 3. Has an important center of production, important center of trade. 220,000 peasants, 28,000 residents. So I'm going to try to build this up as the trade center over here, and then I'll build up these 2 provinces as spice producers because they produce a lot of spices. This province produces 66 units of spices, and this province produces 29 units of spices. And this one has irrigation rank 1. So I can build that up to like rank 5. It's going to cost a lot of money, but definitely worth it for the exotics. And that's pretty much all of the capitals over here. So I'll probably try to conquer Kashim, then build that up as capital. Probably Aden as well, build that up as capital. Conquer some provinces over here. The Bengal node. Pretty much make my way over to China. And then I'm thinking another goal. So 10,000 development overall would be a goal, and then maybe like 500 ducats a month in income would be another goal. And then let's look at census. We're looking at industry. Yeah, we have food deficits, salt is good. Fiber deficit, fuel is really good, raw materials is good. We produce 235 exotic goods, so I think I'm gonna try to get that up to 1,000. I'm gonna just go ahead and actually write this down. 1,000 exotic goods produced. $10,000 development. $500 ducat monthly profit. And then looking at population, we have close to 16 million tenants, growing by a natural change of 90,000 per year, with 22,000 people moving. So we have a natural change of 110,000 people. Which, compared to my Vietnam campaign, that is a lot, because that's pretty much what we were at the end of the campaign. So to be at that in 1550, I think that's a lot compared to that. Compared to a country that's going tall, that might not be a lot. Just seems like a lot to me, though. So I'm going to be happy about it. And then we have 1 million residents, so I think my Vietnam campaign, the end goal was 30 million residents, or 30 million 30 million peasants. I think we got to like 22, 23 million, and then I did like 5 million or 10 million residents, and I know that was short a little bit, so... 30 million tenant size would be just doubling, which I think we could hit that. Not with ease, but we could definitely, you know, hit that without, probably without conquering many provinces, so... I'm gonna say 50 million tenant size. So 50 million tenants. And then, let's say 5 million residents. That's 5 times residents. I probably won't hit 5 million, but as a stretch goal, you gotta make goals that are out there. So the goals for the rest of the campaign: 50 million tenants, 5 million residents, 500 ducat monthly profit, 10,000 development, 1,000 exotic goods produced. So that's what I'm going to work towards meeting. The best bet for the money, probably through trade, so conquering the good trade provinces throughout the world, getting to China, and then getting that trade. And then for population, there's a lot of provinces in Africa that have a lot of population, so, and then India as well, so conquering African provinces and then Indian provinces would help with that immensely. In terms of tenant population, in order for residents, I would have to build up amenities myself and make investments into that long term. And then conquering stuff will also give development plus building. And then the exotic goods is conquering stuff over here in India, which would also help with population at the same time, and then conquering stuff over here and building spices. That is 1,000 exotic production, so not necessarily through spices. I could also get that through ivory too, which is over here, so really a lot of conquering. So that is the goal, and then obviously do as many reforms as I can, which should help out with money generation as well. And then I'll send expeditions over here to probably grab colonial nations from these areas that I haven't done, also over here. That'll help out with development. Not really, but it'll help out with like this development because of the vassals, but it's not going to help out with my development. Should help out with trade, though. So that is, yeah, that's my goals, then. That is what we're going to do for the rest of the campaign. And then, yeah, so I'll end this part here, and then start that in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.